We're joined this morning by my colleague from Florida, all of our colleagues, but my colleague from the Florida delegation, Congressman Neil Dunn, who is here, who represents Florida's Panhandle, which, by the way, I will add, was devastated by Hurricane Michael and is the only region of the country devastated by a natural disaster that has yet to be the beneficiary of a emergency supplemental. And yes, that is complete and total Florida bias. I have no shame in acknowledging that. This is a region that I've seen firsthand desperately needs our help, and I'm glad he's here to testify. He serves on the Committee on Veterans Affairs, Agriculture, and the Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. Your full testimony will be entered into the record without objection, and you're recognized for 5 minutes to summarize your remarks.
Well, thank you very much, Chairman Wasserman Schultz, and thank you also for visiting our devastated district. I very much appreciate your presence there. Ranking Member Carter, thank you very much for your time, and esteemed members of the subcommittee. I'm here before you today to express my support for the President's fiscal year 20 budget request for $9 billion in emergency spending, particularly $2 billion designated for military construction projects at installations damaged in the 2018 hurricane season. As you know, my district was hit by Hurricane Michael on October 10, 2018. Florida's 2nd Congressional District is home to Tyndall Air Force Base, the Naval Support Activity Panama City, and the Coast Guard Station Panama City. All of these installations sustained terrible damages from the storm. But the most critical defense issue we face is the rebuild of Tyndall Air Force Base. Tyndall is in dire need of funding to begin a multi-year, multi-billion-dollar rebuild project. Tyndall Air Force Base was originally home to the largest F-22 presence in the world. Recently, the Air Force has announced its intention to bring 3 F-35 squadrons to Tyndall after the base is rebuilt. Tyndall's access to the Gulf Test Range makes it crucial to our nation's security and readiness. The Gulf Test Range allows for the testing and training of our next-generation fighter pilots, weapons, and cutting-edge technologies. This is the largest monitored testing range in the Allied world. To date, Tyndall has faced nearly 6 months without any emergency assistance from Congress. As a result, we are now facing a readiness crisis in the Air Force. But we can fix this. Time is of the essence, and I implore you to fulfill the President's promise for emergency funding to rebuild the bases affected by last year's hurricanes. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your thoughtful consideration, and I yield back.